Okay, so you know how it is, right? Deadline's like right there, and suddenly you're organizing your sock drawer. We've all been there.
It's like a universal law or something.
Totally.
Yeah.
So today's deep dive, we're tackling procrastination, but not the usual lecture. We're going deeper. Why we put things off, what's really going on, and what we can actually do about it. We're looking at Office Epidemics, that book by Suram you suggested.
Oh, great pick. It's really insightful.
Isn't it? It just gets it. Like, remember Rohan?
Oh, yeah.
Monday morning, deadline's looming, everyone's like heads down, except Rohan. He's all, and I'm quoting here, lounging back, scrolling on his phone, deadline notifications piling up on his laptop.
Classic.
Thinks he's got plenty of time.
Like a delusion is strong.
But here's the thing. Think about the ripple effect. Suram does this great job of showing it through the colleagues.
Right. Like Priya stuck picking up the slack. She's got to be frustrated.
Totally. And Ravi trying to compensate, anxiety going through the roof.
I'm poor Ananya, the new intern. Talk about a confusing first impression.
Welcome to the company. We never meet a deadline.
Exactly. Chaos.
And that's what I mean about Suram getting it. He calls it this, like, culture of last-minute chaos. And it's not just an individual thing, it's the organizational cost.
Huge point.
Like missing a major opportunity because the team's always behind, that's real impact.
Absolutely. Lost potential, damaged reputation, morale takes a hit. And it's not always laziness, right? Suram digs into that. Fear of failure.
Which is so real.
Or even overconfidence.
Oh, the I work best under pressure trap.
Every time.
We've all said it. But have you noticed, even when you pull off that last-minute miracle, it's not actually your best work.
Never. You get that rush from barely making it, but...
Exactly. It's like you're not doing your best, just your fastest.
And the stress. There's a cost there, too.
It's like we try to outsmart it, but procrastination is always one step ahead.
And that's where Suram is so different from, just like those productivity gurus. He has this framework. He calls it START.
You mentioned that earlier, right? It's about taking that first step.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready to start. Break it down. What's S?
S is simplify. So remember Rohan with that mountain of work. Suram's like, nope, break it down. Smaller chunks. Don't look at the whole project. Just one step at a time.
It's amazing how much less intimidating things become when you, actually break them down.
Totally. Okay, so you simplified. Now, time block. Schedule it in. Even if it's just 30 minutes, right? Dedicated time for that task.
Oh, I see. So you're, building the structure in instead of letting things get lost in the chaos.
Exactly. Prioritize, even with a crazy schedule.
Which, let's be honest, most of us have.
Right. Okay, now what if you hit a wall? That's A, accountability. Hustern talks about finding a buddy.
An accountability partner.
Yeah, someone to, gently nudge you when you're, slipping.
Not a drill sergeant, more like a supportive friend.
Exactly. Celebrate the wins, offer encouragement,
I love that. Mutual support, not just someone, looking over your shoulder. Okay, what's next?
R seems simple, but it's huge. Remove distractions. Oh, tell me you can focus without your phone glued to your hand.
Some people, honestly, phone in another room.
Yeah.
Done. Or noise-canceling headphones, a clean workspace, whatever your kryptonite is, banish it.
Create that force field. I like it.
And finally, T, track progress. This is big. Celebrate those wins, even the small ones. You check something off, acknowledge it.
It's so easy to just be on to the next thing. You forget to be like, hey, I did that.
Totally. And that sense of accomplishment, those little wins, that's fuel. It keeps you going.
It's like we're so busy climbing, we forget to enjoy the view.
Exactly. So simplify, time block, accountability, remove distractions, and track progress.
I'm already feeling more on top of things, and I haven't even done anything yet.
Right. It's empowering, this framework. And what I like is Suram doesn't stop there. He's got these self-assessment questions. It's like...
It makes you really think, huh? Like, am I actually dealing with this or just, skating by?
It's accountability time. No more vague promises to ourselves. Suram has these really pointed questions like, do I always find myself apologizing for late stuff? Or am I the king of excuses for why things aren't done? It's about being real so you can actually change, right?
Yeah, and I like how it's not about beating yourself up. It's like self-discovery.
Exactly.
It's not about the past, but using what you learned to make better choices now.
It's like he's saying, hey, I get it. We've all been there, but let's figure this out. So positive. But he doesn't just leave you hanging either. There are these little, bonus tips that are surprisingly helpful. Ever heard of the 2-minute rule?
2 minutes? Okay, now you've got my attention. That sounds almost too easy.
It's so simple, but it works. If it takes less than 2 minutes, just do it right then. Don't even let it hit the to-do list.
Oh, I see. So you're not giving into that, like, I'll do it later impulse.
Exactly. It builds momentum, clears your mind. And then there's eat the frog, which I know sounds weird.
The first time I heard that one, I was like, hard pass. But I'm listening.
So you tackle your biggest, ugliest task first thing in the morning. Get it over with.
Like ripping off a Band-Aid.
Exactly. Then the rest of your day feels easy. And what I appreciate is Choram doesn't just talk about this stuff. He shows you how to actually use it. Like, what if your coworker is Rohan? Or your whole workplace is chaos? He gives you real strategies.
It's like a toolkit, not just for you, but for dealing with other people's procrastination habits, too.
Exactly. Which, let's be honest, can be the trickiest part sometimes.
For sure. So, to wrap up our deep dive today, it's clear, right? Procrastination, it's not just about getting stuff done. It's deeper. It's those anxieties, the pressures we put on ourselves. And sure, hacks can help, but really it's about understanding the why, and then you can find strategies that stick.
It's about showing yourself some compassion, too. You're not alone in this. And once you realize that, it's like procrastination goes from this shameful thing to like an opportunity for growth, you know?
This has been so insightful. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up as our best selves, right?
Absolutely.
So, listeners, one last thought from us. What if we took this START idea beyond just work? What if it was a way of life? For our goals, our dreams, even the things that scare us a little, the possibilities, like our time, are there for the taking.